12. We're live inside of reggae2reggae.com, inside of Portmore, Kingston, Jamaica. Of course, we're talking about the indigenous community officiated by United Nations on the 5th of September 1991. This evening is kind of a much different type of program, of course. And in studio live, inside of the Walkway 30 studios, technical production, in fact, our engineer, of course, I must mention, Mr. Mikey Steers, and CEO of the company. Live in studio this evening, a number of persons are here, a number of artists is here with us live, and there's going to be a very, very interesting evening, along with the number of persons here from a specific studio, and the studio that is really making headways inside of Kingston, located at 121 Windward Road, is the Caveman Studio. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the group out of Caveman Studio, we have live with us here this evening a man called Elijah Prophet, who have made a great impact inside of the European market. And also we have the man called Dave Brown, a man who is related to the man Barry Brown, who have been a very good writer, of course, of local contents for big stars like Octane. Next, I'll take you to the gentleman called Jessie Black, and with a very interesting sound, of course. Called Breadnut. Okay. Interesting. Um, as far as you could look back, who in your family or in your community stimulated you to start singing new songs?
Well, my grandfather was a man with those songs.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No.
The man there used to keep the place live in those days.
In those days, yeah.
Yes, so it come from there, so that's origin.
Well, to be frank with you, I have been in the music business, of course. This is yours truly, Rastalogy, from Rastalogy Music Marketing Consultant. And now I'm actually Paramount Chief of the Maroons of Indigenous Peoples Community. So I'm always with the music. And what seems to excite me about the way you respond this evening is that it tells me that you're coming from a genuine music home. If your father used to be involved in those instruments way then back, your grandfather, and it tells me that you're coming from a real music home. The song you did tonight, the name of it was Guide Thy Footstep. It carries a very strong spiritual message. Why you seem to carry this message when the world seems to be crazy?
Well, right now, out there in the world and the music, you have all kind of negativity. And people, especially the youth, follow the negative aspect, you know? Because when we go to church on Sunday and church for the whole week, we start listening what come from the radio, you know?
Okay.
And where the radio and the sound system feed the youth them with, kind of give them a bad morale, you know?
Okay. So you think you want to be instrumental and to change things, so you want to maintain some level-headed sound in terms of the music, and of course your vocal expression, your tone of your voice tells us that we're listening to a spiritualist, somebody who's going to bring to us some clarity. We want to go back and listen to, what's the next song coming up on your track, of course? You can answer my question.
You know, right now, give thanks to Dr. K, man, you know, because I am a the man who spirit.
Right.
The whole of this project.
Right.
Go on, you know, because really and truly, when I come from England, all the music thing did run. It started change from them time, in the 90s.
In the 90s.
80s, 90s, you know, the cowboy music and the woman them and gun, you know. So,
and you decided to maintain
I keep back, you know.
some of the tradition.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the track and see if you have something in store for us.
Oh, mama, these people are balling out. Oh, mama.
This one is called Willie Lynn.
Africa rich for terrain for your people. Willie Lynch syndrome, finally taking over. Have us under control. Willie Lynch syndrome, finally taking over. Have us under control. Spaniard, come kill the Indian. That Englishman, come kill the Spaniard. The African, them left to fight it hard. And finally, destroy one and all. Through miseducation, they say we're ignorant. When we start to rebel, they say we full of arrogance. Release the chain from off yourself. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. African for African, home and abroad.
know how smart we get, but we're listening to the words of this song, Willie Syndrome, and it's almost like a school lesson. It's taking over.
Have us under control. We are coward to do righteousness, but are brave to do wrong and beat our chest. To take one another life, we take it for a joke. To help each other in life, we give no support. Oh, the Atlantic Ocean is crying out. Oh, our ancestors are crying out. How can we forget the Atlantic Passage? Willie Lynch syndrome causes great damage. Willie Lynch syndrome finally taking over and have us under control. Willie Lynch syndrome finally taking over and have us under control. And this a Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch syndrome. Can't take the Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch syndrome. Oh, Willie Lynch, everyone I feel the pinch. So much people living in fear. All of the resources disappear. Willie Lynch syndrome, on with everyone share.
Of course, this is the impact of British colonialization inside of Jamaica. Most of you have been synonymous watching your history, following your history. You would have been, of course, been informed of the expression Willie Lynch syndrome. And for those of you who have not been pretty much informed about it, Willie Lynch was actually somebody who came from the United States during the time of slavery. He actually from England was sent by the British government. He came to Jamaica and he was actually a consultant. And his special area was to tell planters how to fix the social arrangement of the slaves' minds so that they will more or less attack each other and would not allow for black people to be liberated. Pretty strong song. I hope it carries a very strong message for the people out there. Of course, live inside the studio, we just spoke to a number of other brethren from the Caveman production. And we just talked to Jessie Black, and we have heard his great contribution. Of course, I think it was only nice for us now to open the microphone to the rest of the brethren inside the studio. And I'd like to say hi to Elijah Prophet. How are you doing this evening?
Greetings, blessed Lord. Well, give thanks and alive and,
And well. All right. And over here we have from Barry Brown. Most of you remember Barry Brown, of course. And a cousin of him is inside the studio this evening, and he has been a serious songwriter and have made a very serious contribution to a big star like High Octane. Mr. Brown, how are you?
Very good.
Very
Thanks. Give thanks to the Most High, you know.
I can see you're bursting with joy.
Yes, sir.
Well, of course, tonight we're going to play from Barry Brown a song entitled Tight Lips. And of course, Barry Brown. From Dave Brown. Yeah. Right. So Dave Brown is in the studio at the moment, and of course, Dave Brown will be featuring his song Tight Lips. And I'm going to be talking a lot about tight lips. Tight lips, I find it very interesting, mainly because it focuses on the immediate situation in Jamaica. If you're in contact with most persons in Jamaica, they are talking today about a woman that was shot down inside of St. Thomas, of course. And, you know, I just want to spend a little bit of time to look into the story, because I guess it started when a woman from St. Thomas by the name of Miss Lamont went downtown to shopping. Her objective was to purchase the things to have her children go back to school, so it is called a back to school shopping. In the process, in the thick of things, downtown populated Kingston, downtown Kingston, she got picked. Somebody actually stole her belongings, her personal effect, to which contained a huge sum of money that would normally purchase the things she would want for her children to go back to school. So of course she had a very bad day downtown, and she went back to her small town inside of St. Thomas, and she was explaining to a family member and a friend as to a very distasteful experience that she had downtown Kingston. And it was only it was only normal for Jamaicans to use some sort of explicit wording to describe the experience. While she explained to her friends of the situation or experience that she got robbed, using the explicit words, a police officer came over and he ordered her not to use those words. The lady could not control herself because of the experience, and immediately she was shot to the ground, and upon examination it was clear that she was 8 months pregnant. Now, that type of experience in a country like Jamaica is not only an inhumane or a blatant and distasteful act of the security force, but we want to go further to say that it is a message to the general population, and that is my personal opinion, believing that that is how a law, a constitution, tells goodbye to the people. In other words, we're saying it is the end of the Jamaican colonial law, and that is the distasteful way in which the law is saying goodbye. And I would really want to get some information, in fact more information about the situation. But as we do search for it, we would like to share something from the many studios. Many of the studios in Kingston decided to do some sort of recording about it. I listened to a number of songs, but the truth is, I am most convinced that Dave Brown have made one of the greatest contributions, and I should say all-time contribution, because Jamaica have been having these very distasteful experiences ever since Brighton 7, when 7 young people were shot down in Kingston. That was some roughly 15, 16 years ago. And we keep having these repeated situations. So, before I get into Mr. Brown to talk to him, of course, what I would do is actually play something from... Man called Dave Brown, song entitled Tight Lips, and it's going across the country right now, all the way inside of Spanish Town, going inside of Flatbridge and riding all over the mountains, but the people are still tight lips.
Tight lip, no man
Ladies and gentlemen, inside of Jamaica, inside of the world, are you going to wait until all the violence reach your doors?
Oh yeah, as we walk around, the place look like a ghost town. Few people we meet, them look spellbound. Oh yeah, whisper is just.
If you're just joining us on Reggae to Reggae, this music is kind of pounding right now. We're touching inside of Portmore, Kingston.
The people them tight lip. No one knows here, know nothing about it.
Ever since the incident inside of Tivoli Gardens.
They ever free the outlaws and bandits. People them tight lip. Some back and ready to make the exit. Yeah. Tight lip. No one not try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door.
Roots Reality and the country security is coming from Caveman Studios.
Hey, who is affected? Them same one this is. Said them no more be panda hits man list. The whole wide world is asking this. How them a go bring to justice? Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, ay, ay. The people them tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it. Yeah. Tight lip.
As Miss Lamont, as the body of Miss Lamont lies inside the place where it lies tonight, we're still telling you that the government needs to change the security force.
Tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door. And them can't take it no more.
Of course, that was the man Dave Brown, and he was saying that don't wait until the violence reaches your door. One should try to stop it before it actually, you become the victim. Dave Brown, what a very interesting song. Now tell me why you actually penned those words.
Well, to see the situation where people keep calling people informer. You understand? And I look on it and say, oh, one the big informer. When I you do the thing that the person say. Say if you don't want people to inform, don't you let them say. You see? So it just come to me that people was keep tight lip when them see things happening because people call them informers start abusing them. So they get skeptic away, feel to talk, hide and talk. No one come up boldly and talk with them.
And talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, you make a very strong point. First you said that you're calling the person's informer.
Yeah.
But the truth is, maybe you are your worst informer because what you did it in front of people.
Yeah.
Who would normally carry the information to the police or to whoever it may be.
Yeah.
So, and then when they act in the public eyes and the public take the information somewhere else, then they turn around and kill the same person.
Yes.
You know, that almost like the police come in the street and offer you drugs and then get you involved into it and then turn around and arrest you. Now, this is a very strong point from us in the ghetto to be looking at our own situation and realizing that half of the person who is killed as informer were actually set up to see the situation, and then when they report the situation, that's a very strong one. And so the next, there's a two sides to the story. The next side is that people are being traumatized with situations like killing in their community.
Yes.
And one would expect that these information, people would give it freely so as to bring about crime-free community.
Justice, you know.
Just to bring justice.
Yeah.
But it is not happening that way.
People get too individually. People just want to do them personal thing.
Right.
If it reach them never really care.
So they don't want to be their brother's keeper.
No.
And the message in the song you're saying, Don't be selfish
Yeah.
until it touches your door.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it. Yeah. Tight lip.
You know, I wonder how long the country is going to progress with all these tight lips because people are dying.
So back and ready for make the exit. Yeah. Tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach. That's weird.
Life.
And them
Running away from the reality of life. They don't want to really talk about it.
They don't want to even talk about
You
it.
know, they pass the moonlight.
she have to run out of town, and her house burn to the ground. Boy, many a times these things occur. I'm watching brother die like bird, and he can't even say a word. The people them tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it. Yeah, tight lip. They are afraid of outlaws and bandits. The people them tight lip. Some back and ready to make the exit. Yeah, tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door, and them can't take it no more. Oh yeah. As we walk around, the place look like a ghost town. Few people we meet, them look spellbound. Oh, whisper is justice must serve. As far as I observe, who want justice don't have the nerve. The people them tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it. Yeah, tight lip. They are afraid of outlaws and bandits. People them tight lip. Some back and ready to make the exit. Yeah, tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door, and them can't take it no more. Hey, who is affected? Them same one this is. Said I know my big panda hits man list. The whole wide world is asking this. How them I go bring to justice? Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, 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 oh. Ay, ay, ay. The people them tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it. Yeah, tight lip. They are afraid of outlaws and bandits. People them tight lip. Some back and ready to make the exit. Yeah, tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door, and them can't take it no more.
Microphone. This is a very good song from Dave Brown. Is there any particular message you want to give us tonight? We've listened to your very strong song. Anything else you want to add to it for the message?
Well, we can say to teach youth them writing, you know. Yeah, when they get the privilege, them teach youth writing, because the youth them go on the street, them take the wrong part. Them say the wrong part as excitement, and so them just get captivated by it, you know. They're doing wrongs, you know, and see it as nothing, you know.
Mr. Brown, when you look at the Jamaican government and the negative impact of governance in this country, At what percentage do you think reggae music is contributing to the change?
Well, when we see what going on right now, it's like reggae get pushed back slightly, you know. The dancehall youth don't really gravitate to it. Okay. And dancehall now is not dancehall in our time, in the 80s and the early 90s then. It changed. Dancehall now is giving a negative vibe, rum and, you know.
All right. What I'd like to add to that is dancehall. It's been a very big question for music lovers, music appreciators around the world to try to identify dancehall music. Anybody, you people want to at least tell me, what do you think is dancehall? Your own perception. What is dancehall?
Well, back then dancehall was enjoyment. Today, dancehall is just straight frustration. Man telling woman to take off them clothes and, you know, tell them the most elusive things. So, dancehall nowadays is just pure crap for me.
Yeah, look a boy I walk with them pants under them bathroom and I walk naked and man have go dance, have knife and ice stick and gun. Back in the days dancehall was not like that. And furthermore, these governments don't really put interest in reggae.
And you take the same opinion. You take the same opinion. You have the same opinion.
Yeah.
All right. For me, as music marketing consultant and somebody I've been in the music business, I am also an anthropologist and a researcher. But I would want to make my contribution to identification of reggae, dancehall music. First and foremost, the word dancehall is adjective, or should I say a noun. It means a place where the music has been played in the community. These locations, from time to time, will play the popular fundamental reggae beats.
Right.
And if a song is a #1, you can expect in 3 weeks that the dancehall version of it will be played.
Yeah.
Mainly so because the rhythm is played in this party, so to speak, and that the freestyle vocalist will come on the microphone.
Yeah.
And the general pattern of music may change to fit the environment. If there's a fat girl in the ring, then sha-la-la-la-la.
Yeah.
And those words will be added to the general format of music. And so that everybody looks forward to that period of time in the dance hall, in the party, so to speak, when these traditional rhythms will be played. And when these traditional rhythms be played, the engineer will mix it to a one-drop beat where most of the orchestration of the music is taken out, and leave a fundamental beat.
Yeah.
This fundamental beat is used to reintroduce folklores and stories that describe and depict personal experiences
Yes. Definitely.
in the dance hall.
Yeah.
And we may not record these songs, but what happens to the songs is that the rhythm at the time give you an expression. And so sometimes it becomes very interesting, and in 10 days time the same thing has been recorded into a song. Now, dancehall, as far as we're concerned, in that stage, yes, we're in the party. But recently, we realize dancehall is becoming a new breed of music.
Yeah.
And Jamaican society is not being able to fully appreciate and to understand or acknowledge what dancehall is. Right. Because dancehall is the place, dancehall is the style of when reggae is become personalized and become creative for the immediate jollification. And so now that a number of these songs becoming popular on the international market, and we truly can't call them reggae because they are not filled up with the big, great amount of instrumentation as the
and the beats
and so on. But Now the song is stripped down to a basic one drop beat. Boop boop. Boop boop of course.
Yeah.
and with that, now there is something taking place which I want to make a contribution to, is that there comes a cultural invasion. And we are not talking about this cultural invasion. This cultural invasion is the fact that the American music came into the dancehall because many times you find that with girls being the main audience, that we will sing lovers after 6 R&B lyrical contents will be used on the synonymous one-drop reggae rhythm. And so you find that dancehall have a wide cross-section or polarity that moves from ordinary down-to-earth reggae music to R&B.
And so you call that mixed flavor in the dancehall now with the R&B, island pop.
Thank you very much. So they finally find a name for the crossover of reggae and the American
Pop.
music then in the dancehall.
Yeah.
And so it is called Caribbean pop.
Island pop.
Island pop.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound bad at all. So the crossover of the invasion of culture that gives new life to American music and facilitate invasion.
Yeah.
No wonder why, ladies and gentlemen, that Snoop Dogg becomes Snoop Lion.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dog become lion.
Yeah.
The dog becomes lion. So, tight lips.
Yeah.
It's something that we just brought out. Snoop Dogg becomes Snoop Lion. And he walked down on the streets of what is called what? What's called Caribbean pop? Island pop. Okay. So Snoop Dogg came down Island Pop Street and now he becomes Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
And everybody in Jamaica is what? Tight lips?
Everyone is tight lips.
Tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it.
But I jump over on the next lane, you know. Because I think the party there like a new style.
This sounds like good news to me. Are you saying now Snoop Dogg is actually moving from the lion and he's done what?
No, he want to be the lion, a strong lion, so he take another part.
Right.
To go in or create history in the music and take one of Ken Booth's songs, Archibella,
Okay.
and beat it over.
That song says, Archibella, I saw you with the fella, and I don't like that idea.
Yeah, man, Snoop Dogg did it over, man, that rhythm, man.
You know,
And he's also sending a message to himself.
okay, he was sending a message to himself.
Probably don't like his own ideas then.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside of Reggae to Reggae this evening, and our CEO, as we said, Mr. Mikey Steer, and a pretty interesting location for us here inside of Portmore, and so that it facilitates great people in studio tonight, like Mr. Dave Brown and Elijah Prophet, of course. You know, this is a big artist in Europe, and I'm not saying that, and he's so humble, it's a shame. And here we have Jessie Black, again, another big artist who have actually recorded for Saxon out of England. Now, when you record for Saxon, you're not the ordinary guy out of Jamaica. And of course, how did Saxon react to your songs?
Well, Saxon is a great inspiration for now. Black youth back here, southeast band, you know. And them on the sound have gone for some 30, 40 years now, you know. So anything that motivated them man, they love that, you know.
He's always supportive to black consciousness.
Yeah. So I have to give them man the credit.
So if somebody inside of England this evening listening to us, who we want to give all this credit to, what's the name of that brethren?
Dennis Rowe.
Mr. Dennis Rowe.
Yeah.
I have information that Dennis Road may want to join us in Jamaica in terms of radio, and I have no problem that we would merge reggae to reggae along with Genesis Radio.
Well, that's excellent because, that would be excellent.
It would be Reggae Genesis.
Yeah, the music itself, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, I can't help but play back some more of Dave's Brown Tight Lips because it really describes what is happening inside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, out of Kingston, Jamaica, live and reggae to reggae. Walkway 30 Studios.
Tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it.
This has been a Caveman production, 121 Windward Road.
Laws and mandates, the people them. Tight lip. Some part can ready to make the exit. Yeah. Tight lip. No one no try to do nothing to stop it. Till it reach at their door. And them can't take it no more. Oh yeah. The response boy just get shut down. She have to roll out of town. And her house burn to the ground. Oh boy. Many a times these things occurred. My watching brother die like bird. And he can't even say a word. The people them tight lip. No one no see or know nothing about it.
That is exactly the situation inside of Kingston, Jamaica today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time that we really introduce you to some very strategic information. Inside of Jamaica, the 5th of September 1991, this country was officiated an indigenous community by United Nations, and that means by August of this year, 2012, that it's mandatory for the Prime Minister of Jamaica to step forward to the Jamaican community and to introduce them to what is called a referendum. Referendum means that you go to the poll and vote whether you want the British colonial government to be your government for the 21st century or whether you want the Maroon sovereign state. I just spent the time to talk to another in the studio, Mr. Elijah Prophet, and want to get to his track, of course, and to feel he's working out tonight with who's in this track with you? Iboga. Yeah, very interesting artist out of St. Thomas, Iboga. Listening to all of the disunity and imbalance situation in the poor communities of Jamaica, this is what we want to give to you. This is the prayer coming from the Rastafarian community, Scott Pass, and from the Montego Bay Pit 4, Nyabingi.
Come on, my friends, give Babylon a big surprise. Just take the veil from off your eyes.
That was Elijah Prophet, and the man called I Bogle was burning down the place. Boy, the studio is actually dripping at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. What do you say?
Yes, man, I'm more fire for the devil, you know, because you see what really happened. The system in Jamaica and the people who is aligned with the system only think of themselves and not the people at all. Alright, over the years, Elijah Prophet has been singing some real authentic reggae, conscious music, trying to spread a unity amongst the people. But the actual truth is, no one seems to give a listening ears. You know, but with the help of the Most High, work hard, never stop. It finally happens when Elijah Prophet becomes one of the names from Jamaica and Europe by doing an album for a European producer who make a gamble and it works out in our favor.
Right. Now, you mentioned European investor looking into your career and decided to take a gamble. It's without doubt that you have tried to be the best person you can be to maintain this contract, and you have been doing that over the years. Now, a lot of persons may not have the opportunity to live in Germany. I think that I've been around you for a couple of days, and I've learned that your experience in Germany is not a very ordinary one. How do you think that the root of German people really reacts to reggae music?
Words can't explain.
Just, I mean, it's so interesting.
Just can't explain.
Just can't explain.
I mean, I tell you this, those that each time I talk about these people, and we are very emotional.
Right.
Because I mean, for Elijah Prophet from Jamaica, who we would call a nobody.
Right.
But when I perform anywhere in Europe, I can turn my back and hold the mic like this, and they will sing every line of my songs.
So you're telling me from nowhere out of Jamaica to everywhere in Europe where you can hold the mic over your head,
yes,
and the audience will begin to sing your song like national anthems.
Yes,
Society.
YouTube is there to prove it too.
And you can find, how do we find you on YouTube?
Well, Elijah Prophet is a very powerful name.
So you put Elijah Prophet
yes,
in.
you can Google search and you will find loads of information about Elijah Prophet. You don't even have to, if you go on Facebook, well, I'm sorry, I have to tell all the person who would like to add Elijah Prophet on Facebook. I have two Facebook ones, but you know, because of the mix-up with Gmail, one of my fan pages are also deleted, and my, you know.
But you still can be contacted on which of them?
Yes, and if somebody really needs to get in touch with Elijah Prophet, and it's an emergency that you have to get in touch with Elijah Prophet, just go to my Facebook, send me a message directly from this.
Directly from your Facebook?
Yeah, from the message. Just send me a message, just go into the message box, send me a message, and Elijah Prophet will get in touch with you. I'm sorry, I'm over 5,000. We're actually like 5,265 friends, so.
I want to ask you more about the festivals you're doing in Europe, but quickly across the board, what, Jessie Black, do you have some kind of email connection? What is your contact?
Rastjessyblacks at Gmail.
Rastjessyblacks@gmail.com. Dave Brown, do you have any contact that you can remember? Your company keep moving from one place to another. You seem to be changing contact.
Okay. You said, I have my phone number on my youth sister website.
Okay, Jesse, in the meanwhile, tell me some of the big names of the shows you have done in Europe and the one you'll be doing next year.
Well, I guess Reggae Jam, Summer Jam.
Reggae Jam, Summer Jam in what country?
Germany.
In Germany.
Yes, and
what time of the year is Reggae Jam, Summer Jam?
it's in the August.
In August.
Yes, and I know that Portugal been buzzing for the past 2 years, because I haven't been to Portugal like for 2 years now, so Portugal has been.
What's the name of the big show in Portugal?
Honestly, I
don't
don't remember
remember.
this moment. I've done so much shows.
Been to so many of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Which of the-
Sonskia from Australia, I guess will be ready for me next year. Hopefully, if all being well, I guess maybe I have maybe 25 festivals for next year.
For next year.
Yes, if all being well.
If I'm being well.
Yes, definitely.
Interesting. All right. You know, I, I keep saying one thing, and that maybe I need to give some sort of indicator to the audience, because when you hear about a Jessie Black and you feel the impact of him in Germany, and to meet him personally is something else, because he's such a humble. Sorry, Elijah Prophet is such a humble person, and everybody seems to comment about that, and I think that's one of the contributing factors that allows you to grow. If I remember well about your history, that the Chinese company I heard may be interested in branding with you to use your face to sell their product.
Yes, well, you know, we still have some negotiations.
Still have some negotiations to do, so you're still reading between the fine print. All right, you know, this song carries so much energy. I haven't get the contact from Dave Brown. Dave Brown, what do you have in terms of contact here?
And I will give you another information. Elijah Prophet is also on MySpace. I'm also on SoundCloud, and you can find me at ElijahProphet.com and Elijah Prophet Jamdown at gmail.com.
Okay, the contact for Dave Brown is a telephone number 876 area code Jamaica, and the number is 859 2111. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very beautiful evening, and I want to round up things by still going back to say that the government of Jamaica have not changed their ways. I am convinced that this track will take care of their business.
Elijah Prophet and I
Something we're not saying. I Bogle is from out of St. Thomas. And for the folks who are listening or joining us this evening, especially for the family of the Lamont family who have actually been shot down by the police, we share your condolences.
Make them life uncomfortable, real and comfortable. We make our fire, make them up, we are blood sucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, just joining us, this is Reggae for Reggae, Walkway 30 Studio. Mr. Michael Stair, CEO and engineer, of course, of one of the better studios coming out of Kingston, Jamaica. Thursday evening, September 13th, 2012. This is yours truly, OG Rastalogy Francis, Maroon Paramount Chief, introducing more music from the Mother Music Master track, Reggae to Reggae.
Make them life uncomfortable.
If you have found this evening program at Reggae to Reggae Walkway 30 Studios interested, you can actually send information directly to Maroon Paramount Chief at nyankipongfm at gmail.com.